a big AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. I think Cincinnati's gonna win this game. I think it's gonna be close. No offense to you, Miguel. I think Cincinnati they keep the score low, man. They always keep the score low. I think their defense is on point. I think their defensive rushing is, they could stop the run really well. They're gonna make Lamar pass. And I think at that point, it's gonna be interesting. I think Joe Burrow's feeling it out. He's definitely doing better his last couple games. And I think the Cincinnati Bengals are just trying to shut the haters out. Like, hey, we ain't, last year wasn't a fluke. This is legit. But I think it's gonna be a really good game. I think Lamar's kind of he struggled here and there in the last couple games. I just think Cincinnati's that defense is nice, man. What about you, Miguel? Let's see what you guys say, bro. I'm interested.
Oh, give you a little background. I've been a hashtag Trey Lamar guy, all right? Never liked it. My saying was a scrambling quarterback has never won a Super Bowl, all right? But I give him mad credit. He has improved a lot in the pocket. His decision to stay in the pocket and when to run has improved. I don't think we've lost any of these games because of our offense. I think our defense has definitely been a first half defense. We shut them down, and then once we come out at halftime, if they either had too many cheeseburgers or protein bars, they're slacking in the second half. Like, it's just no excuse, I think we've lost our defensive intensity big time from last year to this year even, and I think that's the cause of why we're struggling. I think it's going to be a shootout, in all honesty. I think it's going to come down to one big defensive play. I got it going higher, definitely in the 30s, 40s. And I wouldn't be surprised if those are OT, to be honest.
Okay. So, all right. But Baltimore, though, right? Obviously.
Baltimore, for sure.
All right. I want to make sure. I'm just making sure.
My boy Paul right here. Doing it for Paul.
Man, so you know me, like I like to compare division what happened in last year and how it plays into this year. Now last year the Bengals swept the Ravens, and in both games they blew them out. Now this year, Lamar Jackson has been like Miguel said, he's been really good as a passer this year. You know what I mean? He's not given a lot of credit. He has something to prove. But this Bengal team, they just won 2 in a row. And they got a pretty good defense. With Jeremy Bates back there. They're able to make some stops. And Ravens defensively, they're struggling. I can see this being a blowout, like 34-17.
This is rough, man.
It is. No, it's gonna be a good game.
I think it's right. Ravens have lost. The games they have lost is because these teams have come from behind. Miguel said their defense has been a first half defense. Mm-hmm. I think this is a big game for both teams. Yeah, they're both, it's a divisional game. Bengals have a lot to prove. They've won 2, right? But they need to beat a divisional team to prove a point. It helps obviously with the standings. It helps with later in the season if it comes down to those 1 or 2 wins, or if they're tied, a tiebreaker, right? That puts them in the position to be 1 or 2. It's a huge game. I think, as much as I think Baltimore can bounce back, and Baltimore's not going to go into that game, and I don't expect them to lose it the way they would normally. I still think I'm going Bengals too.